it's your girl Candy, and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yes, honey. So what's the business? How have y'all been? You been good? You been good, child? So, let's get right into this, honey. Episode 9 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. First, let me say this. There's a picture going around. I think it's on boxup.com, and it has Jocelyn and Stevie on a train, right? So how they're trying to spin it, and the girl who took the picture is like, laughing my ass off, I just saw them on a train, you know, they doing bad, like they're on the subway train in New York. But if you pay attention, you don't even gotta pay attention, it's common sense. If you look at the picture, everybody has their luggage. And if you've ever been to a major airport and you gotta get on the train to get to the baggage claim, or that's what they're on. You can even look at the same fucking carpet on the ground. They're in the airport train that takes you. Everybody on the damn place has luggage. I'm like, really? And some people are laughing. I'm like, they may not be rich. I'm rich, bitch, but I mean, damn, like, you can't tell that's an airport. Work it out, honey. Anyway, let's get to this. All right, it opened with Althea in the studio, you know, and Jocelyn comes through and pretty much worked her way into asking her, you know, what was your problem that night? You throwing drinks, you messing up the family business opening, and yada yada yada. And basically she's like, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you, you know, making it seem like she knows something that Althea doesn't know she knows or whatever. Now the ironic part is she talking, but she up there trying to do the yeah, bitch, you know, I know something you don't know, and the whole time you don't even know that she fucked your nigga. Like, you don't work that out, Joss. But anyway, so then he goes to Kalina and Carly. You know, they went shopping for a bed, and basically because Kalina was like, she needs a bigger bed to go in the studio, you know, so when they taking breaks or whatever, you know, the case may be. Then she let it out that, you know, she knocks off her best friend. And that, you know, it's cool because sometimes she lets her best friend come in and her husband gets it popping with a big booty bitch. And she feels like a big booty makes the world go round. And pretty much invited Carly in, like, would you want to try it out? You know, like, all right, Kalina, honey, see, y'all thought I was putting, Diddy should have let this bitch be in the forefront. You should have let her be in the forefront. Y'all kept pushing her back to the side. She funny. She got a big booty. And the bitch is freaky. Y'all would have got so many fans. Y'all probably still would be making records if you would have let Kalina's ass be in the forefront and talk a little bit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So anyway, then it goes to Kirk and Rashida. They was bumping uglies, honey. And, you know, basically talk about making up with the family and how they need to make up with, well, he needs to make up with her mama and you know, that was it. And then they started kissing with the Mardi Gras mask on, child. Anyway, so then it goes to Mimi and Nico. They meet up with Bitter PR, you know, because that's a bitter bitch. And Nico pretty much tells her what happened with him and Mimi, because, you know, Mimi was there kind of with an attitude. She's like, what the fuck going on? So he basically tells her about the lipstick on the shirt. And she's like, dude, y'all need to get together. Y'all need to worry about this money and focus. And Mimi is pretty much like, I can't focus with shit until, you know, he get his stuff together. But Nico's like, shit, we might do a sequel once they see how I put it down. Which, bitch, I seen it. I mean, you was all up in that cookie, bitch. You said, if I'm gonna eat the cookie, I'm gonna eat that motherfucking cookie, bitch. And I respect that. I respect that. Because you was all up in that pussy with your mouth. But your dick game, I mean, you ain't do shit spectacular, my nigga. And I mean, everybody was going off your size, but you looked average to me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyway, so, once he said that, oh, once they see how I put it down, I might be able to make a sequel shit, you know, Mimi was like, fuck this shit. She gets up, walk out, and then Bitter PR is like, dude, you gotta make this right, because, you know, it's about this money. We gotta get this paper, whatever. Which Mimi dumb as fuck. Yeah, okay, I guess she's the enemy of your enemy, but bitch, she turned on her just because she got fired. Not because she said, you know, they treated her bad when she was over there. Or no, because, bitch, they fired me. So, bitch, I'm telling all the information. That's who you hire. This is who you trust. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway. So, Kalina, you know, tells her husband that Ashley's coming into town. That's her big booty friend that she knocks off every now and again. And, you know, he's like, are you sure this is the right time? We need to stay focused. We need to get this music out. You ain't had no music out in like 3 years. Yada, yada, yada. She's like, she's going to keep me focused, you know, and we going to turn up. She, you know, and I'm just happy she's coming. And we all be in the bed together. So, you know, then he was like, oh, cool, because I got some tricks for her. So she said, yeah, so you happy? And I'm ready for all that light skin to be on my body. You light skin, she light skin. I'm just ready for y'all to be on this chocolate. P.S. I don't think threesomes are right. I know people probably gonna say, Candy, you got it backwards, because you know when you're married, that's when you're supposed to do all that freaky deaky shit, I guess, you know. But in my mind, if I was to ever do a threesome, and I never have, because I don't think I'm mentally stable to watch a nigga I love fuck another bitch in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like when it got time to, you know, after we done did us and it's time for you to fuck this bitch, or however that works, because I mean, you know, the dick gotta come out of one and go in another eventually. I don't think you want me, if I love you, to be out of your eyeball sight seeing you fuck another bitch. I'm not in well. But let's just say, if I ever tried that shit, I wouldn't want to do it with my husband. Like, if I think I would do that shit if I wasn't married, like, you know, maybe with a boyfriend. I just can't see me bringing in bitches to be with my husband. Call me crazy, but you know, everybody would die and shit. I'd get locked up. You know, it just doesn't seem like it would work out well for anyone involved. But maybe that's just me. Okay, so then it goes to Jocelyn and Stevie, and they talk about when she went to go see Althea or whatever, and Jocelyn's like, she asked me to get on the song with her. I don't know why. I mean, hey, you gotta give it to Jocelyn. That bitch feels like she really believes she's the baddest bitch walking. And I guess it's good to have that, you know, kind of confidence. But bitch, don't nobody really want to do no record with you, huh? And if it's other people asking to do records with you, it's because it's scripted, or they're trying to get on the show. Like, I'm gonna need you to work it out, honey. Girl, you believe that shit. I guess if you start saying shit enough, you actually do start believing that shit. But anyway, so then she kind of asked him the way he looked like, have you ever, you know, chopped her down? Like, you ever fucked out there? Because the way he looked. And once he said, you know, I've seen her in the streets. Of course, he does what he always does to Jocelyn. He switches the conversation and she falls for it every time. She forgets what the fuck they was talking about, and he just starts talking about videos. She's like, videos? Yes, we gotta get it popping. You know, he does it to her every time. Bless her heart. Then what's happened? Oh, it goes to Rashida. She meets up with Althea and basically was like, well, how long have you and Benzino been together? Because, you know, I mean, she didn't even beat around the bush. So that's how you know Althea had been with some niggas in the industry. Now, see, I ain't got no tea on Althea because I don't know the bitch. So don't ask. I don't know. I don't have no tea on her. I ain't asked nobody about her. I don't know. But, she hadn't been around so much to where Rashida basically was like, bitch, you've been around with a lot of people. I mean, that was her words. You've been with a lot of people. And then when Althea was like, not that many, this bitch rolled her eyes so hard, like, bitch, who are you talking to? So then Althea was like, she's been with people, but not like rappers. It's been, you know, the big heads, executives and shit like that. So, hey, you know, whatever. And she pretty much was like, she has something she needs to tell Benzino about somebody he knows, but she's not sure. And basically, Rashida was telling her, just tell him everything you need to tell him, because it's better coming from you than coming from somebody else. And, which is true. That's some good ass advice. You know, it is better coming from you than somebody else, because it's a lot worse coming from somebody else. But anyway, so then Mimi and Arian, they meet up to go to the gym. And basically, Arian tells her what she's been telling her. That he's using you, stupid. And Mimi keeps taking up for him, and the only thing she can say is, I like what I like, which is basically being used and treated like shit. Hey, but there's a lot of women who that's all they know, so shit, they feel like that's normal. And Mimi seems to be one of them, honey. But anyway, So then it goes to Jocelyn and Stevie looking for dancers, strippers, nigga, to be in her show. And then they fell in love with one chick. They both was like, ah, damn, you know. That was pretty much it on that. Then Arian goes to talk to Nico about Mimi and asks him if he really did leak the tape. And he's just smiling and grinning, talking about, no, he didn't. And then had a nerve to switch it on her, talking about you're the opportunist. You want to move into the house. You want to be, I'm like, bitch, Arian ain't even been around for the whole first part of this season. That bitch been gone. So how you gonna try to accuse her of the shit you doing? He just laughing and giggling because he know Mimi's a fucking idiot. Bless her heart, honey. Bless her goddamn heart. Bless her stupid, stupid heart, Lord. They say you look out for babies and fools. I'm gonna need you just to go pop her upside the head with a diaper or something. You know, just, you know, from the other baby you bless. Maybe, you know, something to work out because that's an idiot. But anyway, so then Althea cooks some cheese and crackers. And, you know, she kissing him and, you know, she basically tells him, you know, you say one day you gonna marry me. And at this point, they only been together for 6 months. So, I'm just saying. You know, you say you gonna marry me and all this, but I don't feel like you keeping it 100. And he was like, what the fuck? What you mean? Wait. Why did this fool at the beginning say, oh, I know I put it down, but is this what putting it down get me? All right, bitch, I seen the picture. Who's the sweetie that sent me that damn picture? I seen the picture of your little bitty, teeny weeny. Hey, you ain't got no neck nowhere, nigga. You just straight head and shoulders. Everywhere. Talk about this one putting it down, get me. Putting it down. Get the fuck out of here. You little dick motherfucker, you. But anyway, so then he was like, how am I not keeping it 100? You bring me down here with these cheese and crackers. Why they keep saying the cheese and crackers? Bitch, that's not steak and you know, she ain't whip you up a roast, some collard greens, sweet cornbread, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What are you? It's cheese and crackers, bitch. I don't even think it was Chargento cheese. It's that processed shit. But anyway, so then she says, because, I mean, I felt like, you know, you and Stevie are best friends, and you know, I mean, you know, we knew each other before this, and I mean, you know, we got down, right? So he's like, no, why would I know that? And then he gets pissed off and fucks up the church's food, honey, and throws the crackers and the wine into the damn, into the fire, Lord. He done messed up all the cheese and crackers, bitch. All the cheese and crackers. He's upset. He's upset. So she said she felt like she needed to tell him because Jocelyn made it seem like she knew or whatever. But anyway. So last part is, oh no, it's Kalina, Ashley, and Tony. They're all, you know, having dinner basically. And I guess it's about that time to go to bed. But before they do, Ashley gets up, twerks. I guess she's Miss Twerk something, honey. Twerks that big old booty. And then she comes and licks Kalina all on her face. So of course, you know, Tony like, yes, bitch, yes. What's that song? Yes, bitch, yes. Let's get it popping, honey. And then so he's ready to go to bed. And Kalina was like, Ashley, are you fine with the fact, you know, I kind of told Tony we all be sleeping in the same bed. Are you cool with that? Why she lick her fingers and say, nope. So Tony like, kind of looking down, what that bitch say? No, bitch, you in my house. So I just knew Ashley was gonna have to go to her room and the married couple gonna go to their room, honey. So, but no, that's not how it went down. So Tony's like, what you mean? It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Why Kalina and her both said no? He's like, no. I'm like, ugh. So why did both big booty Judies walk up the steps to their room and he just, and told him to clean the kitchen? Clean the motherfucking kitchen, my nigga. That nigga got mad and threw the towel. I ain't doing this shit. Shocked the hell out of me that you just let your bitch walk up the steps with another bitch and get her fuck on, and they left you downstairs to be the help and clean. That's fucked up. I just did not see it go. Once she said no, I seen it going a whole nother way. I ain't see like no drama, but I definitely didn't see him letting her go up to the room by herself with this bitch. That was not what I thought the ending was going to be. So, let me ask you this. If you and your husband or you and your wife had that type of relationship where y'all brought bitches in every now and again, but then this bitch said no, you couldn't come in your house, in your bed, and I mean come in every sense of the word, can't come upstairs, can't come, and then left you to be with the bitch that told you no in your house, would Would you just would have been like, well, fuck it, damn, I don't get none? What would you have done in that situation? I really want to know. I'm gonna read every comment. I really want to know. Cause bitch, no, that bitch would have been in the guest room, honey. But what happened? Oh, Benzino's mom passed, and you know, he's on his way to go check out the family. He was like, he don't know how that's gonna go because a lot of his family don't get along. And a lot of people was like, y'all, this is fake, because the last time you heard when Jocelyn and them said, do you like Solange? You know, basically talk about the elevator incident which just happened not too long ago. And then Benzino's, the shooting happened a while ago. Well, that part isn't fake. They actually, like, they're still filming. On this next show, when Carly Red and Jocelyn are in the gym, that was my gym. So if they don't cut out, if they keep me in when they was working out, y'all gonna see me in that motherfucker lifting weights. I got on an orange shirt and I'm lifting. But that just happened. But they're putting it together out of order. So that's what a lot of reality stars be talking about. When they be like, it's the editing, because it's out of order. Like, they taped that show, that part with them talking about Solange right when that shit happened, but they're editing it in a different, you know, it's out of sequence. That's all. Because like I said, this was in May, the last month, with me being there when they came to my gym, and that's about to play now, even though they already showed. It's all over the place. The editing is all over the place, but they're still editing. I mean, not editing. They're still shooting as we speak. So you'll still see stuff, and it's all about how they edit, you know. But yeah, so that was that, y'all. But anyways, let me know. I don't know. This episode wasn't all that great. It was kind of bull. We'll see what's popping off next week when Jocelyn finds out that Hosina, ain't that what they call her? Fuck Stevie, and then, you know, ate what she said, broke bread with her in her house, honey. So we'll see. There was a lot of y'all that had birthdays this month. A shitload of y'all wrote me and asked me to say happy birthday, but there's so many of y'all that I'm not even going to name off certain names because I'm sure I'll forget one that asked me. So if you asked me to wish you a happy birthday for this month, I'm not saying your name because there's a shitload of y'all. So happy birthday to you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you back there, honey. Yes, happy birthday to you too. And, you know, eat some cake for me because I can't eat. I'm about to go now, jump in some workout clothes and go work out, honey, because I've been working my ass off. So eat some cake for me because I can't have it. But happy birthday to you. Alright, babies, well, I'm out. As always, thanks for watching, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend to subscribe. And follow your girl on Twitter. Yes, honey. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And, of course, get snatched, honey, with your corsets and your hair. Oh, this is kinky curly. People ask me, does it stay like this or does it puff up? When it's dry, it does give you that big kinky curly look, but I like this look better. So like when I wet it, I just put a little mousse in it to keep it like this. But yeah, it gets big if you want that big huge kinky curly type look. This doesn't. I just like this better than the big hair. But what else? Oh yeah. If you want me to follow you back on Instagram, that's no problem. Just follow me. Leave a real comment. At the end of that comment, leave FW or FB for follow. I'll follow back. And I'll follow back and like your pics and comment and all that good stuff, honey. Yes. And make sure to please thumbs up this video and share it on your Facebook and your Instagram and Tumblr and anything else you got, Shab. I'd appreciate it. All right, babies. I'm out. Peace. Actually, share any video, honey. Long as you sharing it, it don't even gotta be this one. Share your favorite Sweet Addictions video and turn some people on to your girl. Okay?